Divine greetings and gratitude, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If y'all are new here, my name is Cassandra. I'm the witch, author, poet, and performer of Magic of Eden. Welcome to your new spiritual safe haven. If y'all are returning, hey family, welcome back to our sacred garden. I'm always honored, excited, and elated to be in your presence. We're going to be doing a pick a card reading today, and I was inspired because of whatever reason that I can't remember. I just remember putting some things on my altar. I went to Sam's Club the other day and I saw these pomegranates and I was just immediately drawn to them for whatever reason. And so I decided I was going to put them on my altar. And then I was also drawn to these flowers here, the pink roses, for whatever reason. So I'm going to be working my magic around that and whatnot, and, setting my new intentions for tomorrow and whatnot. So I'm guessing that the reason why I got these was because Spirit was speaking to me through these types of energies and whatnot. So anyways, why did I say that? I said that because I feel like there definitely are things that we're learning to work with now, and there are definitely things that we're being called to implement into our own ritual in order to enhance not only our own energy and magic, but also to enhance the vibes around us and whatnot, raise the frequency around us as we step into the newness. Now, for whatever reason, I feel the need to say that for some of you guys, you don't fall into the New Year aspect of the Gregorian calendar. Your New Year starts actually in spring, which I'm with you on that one. My New Year does not, our personal New Year's, right? Because what is time but, right, a construct, or what is time but a tool that we use to, maneuver this reality or to keep ourselves structured. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Our personal New Year starts, on our solar return, right? Because that's very personal to us. And then the world's New Year would be actually in spring, right? During Aries season. So that's usually like when the actual, spring equinox, right? That's essentially when our New Year's starts. So there's this idea or this element of freshness and honoring the old, letting the old be where it is, and also allowing that to shed, allowing that to be purged, and allowing it to be left where it is, because it is no longer needed where we're going, but the memory of it, the scar of it will always be seen, but it is not how we're not choosing to operate from these wounded places or these old, we're not operating from these old programs, if you will, for lack of better terms. And I really do feel like there is a sense of newness for a lot of us. And I feel like some of us are coming out of the cave. Some of us are coming out of the turmoil, the trauma. We're allowing ourselves to fully let go of all trauma. And what Spirit is saying is that we are wiping everything clean. Like, this new moon is going to be so powerful for you guys. Capricorns, how are y'all feeling? How are y'all doing? Right? Taurus risings, how are y'all doing? My other sister earth signs, how are y'all feeling? Let me know down in the comments. It's not that I'm not concerned about every other zodiac sign or anything like that. I'm just, approaching my sisters first because I understand, or brothers or whatever, right? Like, I'm approaching y'all first because I know that we be having it, hard, and we don't say anything about it for the most part, especially my fire signs. We tend to figure out how to push past the pain, and we analyze and we just kind of act and we do what we feel like we need to do. But anyways, I just wanted to say that because I just felt the need to. Like, I just felt like those were things that are on my heart. Those were things that I was thinking about, and I just wanted to share those with you before we got started with our reading. So if you're still listening to this, thank you so much for tuning into this. I always really do love having conversations with you all, and to be honest, I've come to learn, and here I go again, I'm coming to learn that I really just love having really strong, deep connections with people. Even if we're not meant to be like friends and whatnot, I still really value and enjoy having these really intimate, loving moments with people, because I'm someone that really does love intimacy. And I'm someone that really, my love language is being really fully immersed in conversation and energy, in essence, with, other people, whether it be friends, family, or, my partner, my divine partner, my kids. Like, I just love being in the moment and immersed and just in love in all these different appropriate ways, right? And that's just where I'm at in life. That's just where I am. And I feel like we've gone through so many checkpoints in our lives, and Spirit is asking you now to think about where you've been, think about the past, think about, it's time to reflect and just allow these things to just let them go. You know, I mean, I know that we hear that a lot, but how often do we really sit down and we really think to ourselves, it is really time for me to let this go now? Like, even though I may not speak of it in this way anymore, it doesn't mean that I did not experience it. It doesn't demean or it doesn't devalue me as an individual. It doesn't mean that, you know, if I decide not to speak about it in this way, or if I decide not to bring it up again, it doesn't invalidate my experience or me as a soul, right? It just means that I'm growing. And I really do feel like some people need to hear that. Like, it's more than just about giving yourself a pat on the back. It's about really honoring the footsteps that you've taken to get you where you are now, right? It's about really tuning in and saying, you know what? I did my shit, because I could have folded. I could have been broken. I could have, you know, been someone who, you know, and no offense to anyone at all, but it's like I definitely do not look like what I've been through, and I'm grateful for that. Some people do look like what they've been through, and it's okay, because at least they got through it. You know what I mean? Like, just take it as it resonates. Like, we're all making it here. We're all trying. And I feel like Spirit is saying to you now, it's like, no matter which pile you choose, remember that the reason why you're choosing these piles is because this is a message that is meant to be given to you so that you can move forward with the knowing that everything is going to be more than all right. And that is the message that I'm starting off with right now. So that was a part of everybody's reading. I'm going to get into the more personal reading, obviously, right, for your piles. But that's just, again, the message that Spirit has. And I'm not going to edit this at all. I don't plan on editing this video, except I burped at the beginning, so I'm going to take that part out. Because I'm drinking some elderberry soda. I mixed some elderberry tea, if you will, and some cherry bubbly sparkling water. And I'm drinking that because, you know, health reasons. And I just want to make sure that I'm doing what I got to do to take care of my health, which I've been doing really good with, by the way. But that's neither here nor there. All right, you guys. So go ahead. I'm going to pause so you guys can go ahead and choose your cards. Thank you all for sticking with me. I know that was like, y'all were like, dang, is she talking a lot? But it's okay. I love talking. And I also love listening. But anyways, I want to stop and let you guys choose your piles. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. So go ahead and choose your piles now. All right. If you chose pile number 1, this is your reading for the day. And we have Horse Spirit, Freedom is Yours. So we're going to be getting started with that. Also, I felt the need for whatever reason to bring a cup of, or a teacup full of frankincense tears for whatever reason. So if you're resonating with that, great. If you are not, toss it out. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit says about your pile. So freedom is yours. That's funny. The song that I'm hearing is It's Only Just Begun. Yeah, it's only just begun. It's only just begun. Have you guys seen the movie Room, I think it was Room 1408 or something like that? I don't know why that's the one that comes through. Probably because it's just kind of implanted in my mind, but it's only just begun. And I don't mean to start this off with like a really bad vibration or anything like that, because it does not feel like a bad vibe. It really just kind of feels like it's only just begun. And it feels explorative almost. And I'm hearing the words like testing the waters. Allowing yourself to be more open as well. I'm going to be rolling dice for you too. Like, it's only just begun. It's like if you feel like you've been through a lot, or if you feel like there is a lot that, as I say that, if you feel like you've been through a lot, it's only just begun. But don't worry, it's not what you think. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like, don't worry, it's not what you think, it's not what you're used to. I'm hearing that things are just getting good. Oh wow, the first card is the Fool card. Whoa, okay. It's only just begun. It's no wonder. We have the Fool card. You guys have the Fool card. This makes me feel so good seeing that, because it feels like, and it's, you guys, okay, the Tower card is here, and we're going to leave it out because it keeps popping up. So we're going to leave that out. It's only just begun. Have you guys done any purge and releasing rituals? Because you have the 10 of Wands in reverse here. Burdens lifted, weights lifted. All is forgiven. It's just, I just want to move on now. I want to align with what I want to align with. That's another card coming out for y'all. Freedom is yours. I don't think that there's, truly, I feel like you guys have let go of some kind of dead weight. And the Empress is here. Yes, I feel like you guys have let go of some kind of like dead weight. It's I feel like some of you guys also stopped pulling something, or there was something that you were carrying for a long time and you almost kind of forgot that you were carrying it because the weight just felt so normal. But the reason why the weight felt so normal was because that was how used to carrying this burden that you were carrying. It could have been the burden of keeping after something or someone. It could have been the burden of you having to constantly figure things out. It could have been you doing things in a way that, you know, constantly served others. It could have been just the weight of just having to keep it all together when you knew deep down that you were breaking down inside. Like, that's just kind of the energy that I get from you, or not from you, but from the reading. It's like you are honestly you're leaving something behind also. Like, you're not, it's kind of like when you see something crumble before you and you're just like, okay, what is left of these remains shall always be these remains, because these ruins are the proof that life here once existed, but it is no more. And I'm honoring these ruins. I don't know why, but I'm almost kind of hearing like ancient ruins. It's like I'm leaving these ancient ruins here to be the story told for whoever it is to come to see. And it almost kind of feels like you're just allowing these, you're just leaving. Like it's one of those vibes where you pack up and you just kind of leave this house. It's like you've been hearing the call for a while now. You're like, you know what? It's just time for me to go. Like, I see that some of you guys have actually either bought a new house, or some of you guys moved into a new house or into a new space. I see some people leaving across the country, and I see some people leaving to another country. Like, I just heard that some of you guys are finding home and it's only just begun. And it's one of those things, I don't know why, but I keep getting like haunted house vibes, even though this is not like a haunted house. And it's so funny because at the very beginning of this reading, I did hear it's only just begun. And then I brought up the room 1408, or was it 1308? I can't remember. Was it room 1308 or 1408? One of those movies. But anyways, it's where it has Samuel L. Jackson in it. And then there was this writer who, you know, I don't remember whether he had like a drinking problem or not. But I do know that he, you know, drank and things like that. But he would like stay in these places that he, you know, believed would be haunted or whatnot. And he actually ended up in a place that was apparently haunted. Like, this place was just not, it was off limits. And he wanted it because he wanted to write about it. He wanted to stay there. And he actually ended up staying there, and it was like calamity. Does that make sense? Why am I applying this? It feels kind of like you guys are in spaces where you were haunted by old wounds. You were haunted by the thoughts of, you know, inadequacy, or you were in a space where the thought of just not being enough was, you know, was terrible all in itself, when you were around this energy that just continuously reminded of you of your faults, reminded you of your past, reminded you of the things that you felt made you feel weak, right? And it's this haunting where it preys on your spirit. And I feel like you guys are leaving those places behind, and you are no longer haunted. Nine of Swords energy in reverse. It's like you guys are no longer allowing these thoughts, these feelings to plague you, and, you know, and suck the the energy out of your spirit. You know what I mean? And I feel like you guys are moving on from that, truly. Whatever haunting looks like for you, that's what I see you guys leaving behind. And it's like, it's only just begun, but at the same time, it's like this new life of plenty is only just begun, because freedom 100% is yours. This is one of the, wow, I'm getting a vision of like a horse that's seeing what it's like to be in free range for the first time ever. It's like when you see those videos where I don't know if you guys have seen those videos surfacing around the internet where people, or the like gorillas or animals, they touch grass for the first time, and you see how happy it makes them because they've never seen it, but they feel so alive. That is the vibe that I'm getting with you guys. It's like I'm seeing this for the first time, and it's only just begun, meaning that there is way more to this than what you think. And even though you may assume that this thing may not be good for you, you may feel like it's a trap, you may feel like it's too good to be true. No, honey, it's not too good to be true. But you have to remember that that is how abundant the universe is. But then at the same time, think about the meaning of abundance. When something happens in abundance, it means that it is plenty. There is enough to go around. It's just abundance, right? We need abundance to support the cycle of life. But then if you have an abundance of this thing, you can also have an abundance of that thing. If you can have an abundance of love, you can also have an abundance of hate. If you can have an abundance of wealth, you can also have an abundance of poverty. So what does abundance mean to you? And what are you trying to touch for the first time? What are you trying to see for the first time? What are you trying to get into for the first time and beyond? Because the moment you step out and touch this grass, you are going to be wowed and amazed as to how shocking it is that it makes you happy. Because you have the Tower card here right above this Ten of Cups here, and then you have the Fool card sitting right above this Empress. You have the Ten of Wands in reverse sitting on top of this Ace of Wands. You have this Two of Cups with this Three of Cups. And you want to know what this makes me feel? Like you are now in a space where you can go out and venture out and then receive because of the frequency that you're at. You are able to receive because of where you're at in life, because you are meant to experience more than just the poverty and the pain. It will be a shock to you as to how happy, as to how fulfilled you would be if you allow yourself to venture off a little bit. Take that leap. It's the fear of not knowing that it's keeping you from experiencing the beauty that the universe has been trying to give to you, right? And the hauntings were there. You letting go of these hauntings does not mean that it invalidates your experience. That's one of the things that Spirit was saying, at the very beginning of the video, right? You are in a space in your life where you are meant to have divine connection. And I mean divine connection. And I'm getting chills saying this as I'm giving you guys this reading, because it feels like you are coming back to life. You are passionate. You are full of so many things, but this is it's not just tangible. It is spiritual. It is emotional. This is a new spiritual journey where you can experience freedom without the weight of things pulling you down and holding you down. What I'm seeing a vision of is it's like this being that has like these really long, heavy arms. And then they're just dragging, and they have like really big feet and really long arms and really big hands and like a really big head, and it's just walking and moping. But the more that this energy allows itself to look up, the head is smaller, right? The arms are kind of reeling itself back in. The feet are getting smaller, and this being is now running and running and running because it's letting go of the weight, letting go of having to work so hard, letting go of having to feel like good things only come with extreme amounts of pressure, that good things only come with, you sacrificing yourself in the process. And Spirit is saying you don't have to do that. If you are someone that is, that is either famous, or if you are someone that felt like they had to sell their soul to get to these heights, Spirit is asking you to rethink that, because at the end of the day, there's something that you need to do differently so that you can allow yourself to receive things, that not even just receive things, but bring people together. Like Spirit is saying that you are someone that is meant to bring people together, but it's going to take for you to venture off, right? Get used to doing things differently. And even though I'm hearing the word retired. Some of you may feel like you're retired, But the message to you is that it's only just begun. Now you are in a stage where you can start to actually really experience life. If you are someone that is seasoned, that is a bit older, maybe you're in your 40s or 50s listening to this. I'm not really sure. I don't really care about your age, right? Like, I respect the fact that you may be someone more seasoned, and I respect the fact that you've had a long journey. I also want to point out too, what Spirit is saying is to open up to different perspectives, because those who are younger may have been through just as much in a little amount of time, right? And this is not for the sake of comparison. This is for the sake of us having an open perspective, right? And with this, freedom is yours. This points to you expanding your consciousness, opening up to different perspectives, seeing the grass in a new light for the first time. It's like when you keep, traveling down a neighborhood and you pass by that same house, and it's not until you pay attention to it where you're like, wait a minute, that looks really nice. You allow yourself to be open to these other perspectives and these other things that you keep passing by, right? 33 points to expansion of consciousness. The number for you guys is 33. 333, 33. You might have been seeing 222. I feel like whatever it is, 111, whatever. I feel 111, 222, 333. Like, those are definitely your, I just heard endings and beginnings. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys got the world card. Speaking of traveling down a neighborhood, look at this. You guys may be actually moving. You guys may be moving into a new space. You guys may be moving into a new house across the country. You guys are going on a voyage, is what it feels like. You guys are going or heading out. Like, you guys are traveling by wheel, by boat, by plane. It's something about you traveling also a long distance to leave everything behind. Spirit is saying to make sure that you have a passport and fill out the application the right way that reflects that you're a free individual. That you are not a slave, that you are not, right, someone to be controlled. Fill it out properly. Those who catch my drift, right? I'm not going to go into that because that's not what I talk about on my channel as of yet. But what I'm hearing is to ensure that you are filling out that passport application the right way so that it reflects the freedom that you have. Okay? Oh man, I did not mean to come out. Oh my goodness. And then I'm opening up the deck again and you have the Wheel of Fortune. If you guys have been waiting on a sign that everything will be all right, everything is going to be more than all right. Everything is more than all right. You don't have to worry anymore. You are not bound by anything. You are not limited anymore. You have experienced the limitation. You have experienced the lack. You have experienced the hauntings. Now it's time for you to experience the beauty. It is time for a purification. That's the reason why Spirit was telling me to bring this teacup of frankincense tears on my altar. It's because you guys are now going to be purified. Y'all are being purified as you move on. It's a shock. It may come to a shock to other people. And here you are. You also have yin. The first card for you to show face, yin. It's that feminine energy. This Empress card, to me, is pointing to someone that is... You might be moving somewhere where you can fully connect to nature. You might be moving around like lots of trees, lots of wildlife, nature. I'm seeing deer. I just heard home on the range. Come to the edge, you guys. Some of you guys are so afraid of... Some of you are afraid of taking that leap. You have come to the edge. You have the Fool card here. I feel like this is untapped and untamed. Like, freedom is yours. You are like... I don't know why, but the word is like runaway. Take it as it resonates, y'all. It's like runaway slave. You may have felt like you were being oppressed. You may have felt like someone had power over you. You may have been in an abusive relationship. You may have been in a space or at your job where you felt like you were just chained to constantly having to devote your life and your energy into pleasing these people at work. And now you've got this new job where you can be yourself. You can be happy. You can be free. You can receive. Your coworkers love you. They care about you. You are there to be their family. Right? Like, this is you venturing off and being able to do things in a way that is so fulfilling. Because you felt the opposite for so long now. Like, the chains are off, Spirit is saying. You are free. You are free to go. You are free to go. It's like if someone was incarcerated, expect them to be let out of jail soon. If someone was in jail, they will be out soon. They will be out soon. There is this interconnectedness to all things here. Like you, oh my goodness, there's so many weights being lifted. Like there's a change in the wind is also here. And here's that yin again. There's that yin. Also, the word is integration. The word is also integration. You guys, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy for y'all. Milk and honey is also here. I'm so glad. And last card that got pulled out was the Fates. Honey, you are moving on to something so beautiful. When I tell you that I'm getting chills and that I'm so happy for those of y'all that chose pile number 1, like my soul is so happy right now. I just want you to know that I, if with your permission, am giving you the biggest hug ever. I am giving you the biggest hug ever. Because, oh my God. Okay, Spirit, what is... Alright. Oh, pile number 1. I'm so glad for you. You're no longer in a space where you have to worry about anything. Everything is paid for. You have share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution expression. Remember when we said that at the very beginning? I'm so glad I did all that talking, because if you listened to everything that I was saying at the very beginning, we mentioned coming out of the cave. And what do we have here? Come out of the cave. Listen, there was a reason why I went on that tangent. You are the reason why I went on that tangent. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm so confident. Like, not even joking. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. What do we say about that? Like, everything that we were saying at the very beginning, I feel like was for you, for those of you that chose pile number 1. That rant was for you. So if you did not listen to the ranting, please go back and listen. And it wasn't really even a rant. It was just me talking. Or maybe it was a rant. I don't know what you want to call it. But just go back and listen to that, because there's so many messages that were given. And I feel like they were all for you. For those of y'all that chose pile number 1. And I'm hoping, and for whatever reason, I also feel like those who chose piles number 2, 3, and 4 may want to come back and listen to this one. And I would not be surprised if they did. Because this, I feel, can be applied to everybody. It can. Okay, and then we also have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? You are more than likely going to be listening to, I think, pile number 2 and pile number 4. I don't know. Maybe you'll listen to all of them. Because you're so abundant. It's like you don't want to limit yourself to anything. I think perhaps it will be good for you to listen to all of them. Trust the niggle is, what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? You know. This is pointing to intuition. This is pointing to intuition. And we have take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. You no longer have to be burdened by constantly pushing and pushing and pushing. This is giving me 10 of Wands in reverse. Oh, goodness. I'm grateful for you. I love you so much. You are amazing. You are divine. You are whole. You are beautiful. You are a high vibrational being meant to experience the vastness and the abundance of love in this universe. You are so just amazing. You are ambrosial. You are just someone that is so worthy of touching the grass and feeling it fully for the first time ever. You can do this whenever you want. You are on your own time. Like, you are just someone that is just so more than just deserving. You are someone that just has the right to experience fulfillment, and you have the right to pursue your happiness. But one thing that Spirit is saying to you right now, for those of y'all that chose pile number 1, you don't have to pursue anything that is you. You don't have to pursue yourself, because you are happiness in the flesh. And when we see you, we get inspired. When we see you, we feel good. When we see you, we are happy because you deserve to be happy. And it's not about just what you deserve. It is a birthright for you to experience this. Spirit is asking you to take the leap. Because even when you feel you'll fall, you are going to be raised up and you will be caught. I love you guys so much. That's it. That's all. I just love you. That's it. I hope that you got what you needed out of this. Last message for pile number 1. You are so strong. You are so strong. You are so strong. If no one has ever told you, you are stronger than you think. And sometimes your strength comes in the form of softness. You are so important. Affirmations to you. Affirmations of love to you. Affirmations of light to you. Affirmations of beauty. Affirmations of all things that are just, not just aesthetically pleasing and aesthetically, vibrant. I don't know why yummy is the word. Of course it would be because milk and honey. But there is this richness that you are going to experience. It's like a long life of starvation and you feel plenty and you eat of plenty and it is of quality. Wow. What a vibe. If y'all need anything from me, visit me online at CassandraTurner.com. You guys can also hold my hand over at Magical Eden on Instagram. I am always honored, excited, enjoyed, and floored to be serving you. And thank you for trusting me to do your reading. I'll catch you guys in my next video. All right. If you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. This is Stag Spirit. Take the lead. All right. Take the lead. Can we see that? Okay. Oh, I forgot to roll the dice for pile number 1. It's okay. With the message that they got, I don't even think they needed dice to be rolled, if I'm going to be honest. All right, Spirit. What is pile number 2's reading? Well, they are not pile number 2, but what do you have to say for pile number 2? Ah, that message was so clear. If you are listening to this message after you're done, can you go back and listen to pile number 1? Because I feel like pile number 1, the people who listen to pile number 1, they could really probably use the support. Let me know down in the comments what inspiring messages you have to give to pile number 1. For those who chose pile number 1, what beautiful, amazing messages do you have for them? Anyways, all right, we're going to do a reading and we're going to go ahead and get started. Stag Spirit, take the lead. This is not going to happen unless you call it and unless you call the shots. Something about check where your Aries energy is. So the astrological associations that I'm hearing with this, part of fortune in Aries, part of fortune in Capricorn, part of fortune in Cancer, part of fortune in Libra. If you have any type of really strong cardinal placements, it's time for you to pay attention to this. As I say that, I need to open up my window. So let me go ahead and open up my window. Because air is not going to get in here unless I, the right air won't get in unless I create the space for that. No shade. I'm just kidding. Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay. Whew. And you guys may hear some noise in the background because, of course, I got 4 babies. 2 biological and 2 stepchildren. My babies. Okay. I don't know why, but the question is, what are you initiating? What are you initiating for those who chose pile number 2? Spirit, can you please speak to me about taking the lead? The Empress card is in reverse here. Oh, wow. Okay. 3 of Swords. I just heard divine healing. Okay, you've got a lot of threes here. You've got a lot of threes. That looks like the Judgment card in reverse. Oh, is that the High Priestess? Oh, okay. Yep. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. Divine healing makes so much sense. Yeah, it does. Because this is giving me the vibe of like... It's something regarding the past, obviously, right? It's something regarding the past, but also... I keep hearing the words bad decision. And then with that, I'm hearing the Michael Jackson song Dirty Diana. Somebody got wrapped up into something that they did not... It was a mistake. Like, I'm just hearing that it was a mistake. It was a mistake. I just keep hearing it was a mistake. Like, I didn't mean to. It was a mistake. I didn't try to. Like, that's not what I intended it to be. Like, I didn't do this. Like, I tried to explain. And I'm hearing that someone, like, overreacted. I'm hearing someone ask for forgiveness. Divine healing will start, what Spirit is saying, is when you initiate it. It's not one of those things that is going to be handled if you don't handle it. You have the Devil card here. Someone's heart was broken in the process of this. Spirit is saying that this message is multi-layered. There was a bad decision, or what you would believe to be a bad decision that was made. It was lack of clarity. And the word is forgiveness. Please forgive me so that I can figure out how to make it work. Yeah, this is a completely different vibration from the first pile, which, okay, that's fine. We'll move with the energy. So we're dimension hopping here. So we're in a different dimension now. So the dimension that we're in right now it's a bit more, I want to say that it's a bit more chaotic, but it also is it's a bit more gloomy. And it's just, I'm just keep hearing somebody say, please just forgive me. I did not mean to hurt you. I did not mean to hurt you. You may be someone that was recently hurt and you're looking for clarity. It will not happen unless they take the leap. Spirit is saying that for some of you, it's not meant for you to make it work this time. They have to get it done. They have to be the ones to work for you. They have to be the ones to do it because you've been doing it for so long. If you guys have those really strong cardinal placements, you are going, so what Spirit is saying is that you have to use that cardinal energy in other places, because this is not the moment or the time or the place for you to be cardinal. In fact, what I'm hearing is that Spirit is saying you need to be more receptive in this instance, because how much of you do you have to give before another person gets it? It took you being hurt for them to get the picture. And you have every right to realign with something that is going to understand you, with someone, that is going to understand you. And I do feel, what I'm hearing is the word deep commitment. It's like you are someone that requires deep commitment. And if they are not going to give you that deep commitment, Spirit is saying do not be afraid to walk away from that. Because this is not a time in your life where you need to experience the same old story. It's like this never-ending story of, I didn't mean it, I didn't do it, or I'm sorry that I did this, right? And I hope that you guys can ignore the noise in the background. I'm going to do the best that I can to talk as loud as I can, okay? What I'm hearing also is that it's one of those things where you're tired of being told the same thing over and over and over again. You're tired of the same song on replay, on repeat, and it's Spirit is saying to take the song off repeat. This is someone literally playing this song on repeat. It's just like this sad tune, because you're so devastated and you keep replaying it over and over again because you feel like this one song just, okay. There's a song that's coming through. I can't remember. It's about Ed Sheeran. What is that song? What is that song called? Gravity. Yes. Oh my God. Gravity. Someone is really devastated and hurt right now. Someone was so in love, and then they were just hurt, and it's like, I can't believe you did this to me. Like, if someone feels so broken, they feel like they're in despair. They just feel like, damn, like how do I even walk away from this? You suffered so much in the process. Damn, I kind of want to like shed a tear for you, really. And then it says, Stag Spirit, take the lead. You have to show them. Spirit is saying you have to show them how to treat you. You have to show them how to not handle you, but you have to show them the way. You show them the way by letting them know what you will no longer accept. Your divine feminine has been violated so many times. And now it is time for that divine feminine energy to be poured, to be shown, to be exuded, so that you can so that your cup can be filled, so you can be healed. The Three of Wands in reverse here. Something is unclear. And the reason why things are unclear is because you're in a space where you feel trapped. When all you want to do is just, you want to get out and you want to align. You feel hurt. You are not hurt. We will not call you that. We will not call you out of your name, right? I'm not going to call you hurt, but I am going to say that for some of you feel hurt right now. And what you need is space. I feel like some of you need space. And it's okay that you need space. It's time for you to take care of yourself. As I say that, you need time to think. You need time to be clear. You need time to... It's like Spirit is asking you to surrender right now. This is definitely like a Neptunian type of energy, so I think you just need time away. I think you need time to spend alone. I think you need time to figure out how you are going to take the lead. I feel like the way that you take the lead is by you state that I need space. I don't wish to be here right now. I need to go home. I don't want to be here in this space. This space is not safe for me. On the other hand, what I'm seeing is that, but the High Priestess, it uses its divine wisdom and knowledge in ritual so that it can receive downloads and messages from Spirit. This High Priestess here connects us to our divine knowing, obviously our intuition, but this is a time where what Spirit is saying is that you need time to spend alone for clarity. Before you make any decision, Spirit is asking you to sit with yourself. Just take the lead. It feels honestly like someone that just needs to, again, teach. Like there's something about teaching and like showing people the way. You may be someone that is receiving people who are hurt and who are broken, and you're teaching them how to stand in their power, more than likely. You are someone that is using their divine feminine intuition, their divine feminine energy in order to help them not only reclaim their power, but also know how to stand firm and rooted in who they are. I feel that your intuition, your intuitive gifts and talents are offerings that you can give that can help bring healing. You are a healer. For those of you who are listening to pile number 2, you are the healer. And I don't mean that to say that you're better than anyone else. What makes you a healer is that you give people the antidote to heal themselves. That's what makes you a healer. Right? Healers know that. Healers know that they don't truly heal anyone. That they give people the knowledge, the resources, and the tools for them to heal themselves. They jumpstart the process. And with that, I'm hearing Reiki. With Reiki, you pull from the universal energy. You pull from this space to help get the body, these energy centers moving. You help it become unstuck so that the energy can work, so that the body can heal itself, so that these energies can be balanced. You are just the one jump starting it, right? You can't drive a car that's been turned off, right? You got to get the car going. You are the one that puts the key in the ignition and you turn the car on, right? You are the one, actually, what Spirit is saying is that you are the one that fixes the car so that the person can then go ahead and go about their way. You are helping them heal in some way. You are helping them jumpstart this car. You are giving them the spark, the knowledge. Like when the car needs a jump. I don't know if someone's having car problems. All you need is a jump. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the word spark plugs. Get your car checked out, you guys. Check your transmission fluids. If you guys went on a long voyage, make sure that you guys are getting those things tuned up. Get a tune up, please, so that you guys won't be stranded or anything like that. I care. That's why I'm saying that, okay? I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I just care. Yeah, so just make sure that you guys are doing that, because I'm hearing someone needs like a... Also, I'm hearing something about changing the gas. Changing the kind of gas that you use. Anyways, that was a random, which is where it wasn't really random. But anyways, moving forward. You have the strength card here that is underneath this hangman. I feel like your strength comes from surrendering. Your strength happens, or it comes when you surrender. It's not anything that is to be forced. You are not taking the lead in a way that is forceful. You are not taking the lead in a way that is overbearing. Your power comes when you surrender. You take the lead. The beautiful thing about taking the lead is that you are not leading yourself. Spirit is leading you. Well, you are leading yourself because you are a spirit, but you know what I mean. I feel like you are being led by your intuition. You are being led by your higher mind. You are being led by your guides, right? You're not being led by ego. That's what I mean to say. Correction, you are not being led by ego here. I feel like your road to happiness is understanding the truth as to why things have been coming up in the past. This devil card here is pointing to our shadow. The devil card shows us the things that we are tempted by. And because the devil card is a Capricorn card, it also is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is an energy that shows you how you have been irresponsible with your energy, how you have been irresponsible with your authority, and where you could actually implement more of your authority. And the devil card shows us the things that we are unaware of, or it shows us the things that, or shows us kind of like the reasons why we decided that we were going to take this bait, or that we were going to agree to these things. And it shows us the reasons why, and then we have to analyze those things, right? And the devil card also is a card that is all about shadow work. So there's something about, like, Spirit is asking, what drew you to that energy? Why did you choose it? Why is this something or someone that you chose? Did you choose this out of lack? Did you choose this? I just heard that someone probably did magic on you. It's time to break that curse. It's time to break that curse. Burdock roots, dragon's blood, papaya leaf are all things that you can use to help you break the curse, by the way. I love burdock root. Burdock root is amazing. Especially dragon's blood. You can use dragon's blood to curse and or to break curses. Especially when you mix it. I'm not going to say anything there, man. If you want to break the curse, then I would say that I would 100% also castor oil. You can create an oil that has castor oil in it and dragon's blood. Reason being is because castor oil is a purging type of agent. If you've ever been pregnant and you use castor oil to get that jump started, funny enough, we're talking about jump starting things. There are some things that do need to be purged, and you have to start the process of purging. Like, you have to take the lead on that. Does that make sense? I hope that what I'm saying right now is making sense to someone. We have co-create here. We have observer. Oh goodness. Okay, No Place Like Home came out again. And okay, sorry, you guys can't see the cards. Okay, we have co-create, we have observer, we have No Place Like Home, and we also have soulmates. You are realigning with someone. You are realigning with someone. And I also feel like you have the peace card here. I feel like to add a more favorable aspect to this message, I feel like if you are wanting to choose that person again that made the mistake, the way that you do that is through forgiveness. But also, you have to realign and reevaluate the reason why you came together in the first place. Like, Spirit is asking you to really think about the why. Why did you come together? And I feel like time apart is always is good, but I also feel like with this I keep wanting to call it the Neptunian card. Check to see where your Neptune is in your chart, please, or check to see where Pisces is, or what house Pisces rules, and where your Neptune is. Because there's something about Neptune for you, and there's something that is becoming a lot more clear. And I feel that where there's clarity, there can be strength regained or strength gained. All right. What I'm also feeling too is that, again, to add a more favorable aspect to this, it almost kind of feels like no peace. Oh, no. That says, wait, what does it say? Oh, okay, yeah. No place like home. This is the card here. No place like home. I just heard home is in your arms. Like, home for me is in your arms. I don't know why, but I feel like if you guys are in a relationship, it's time to have that conversation. It's time for a check-in. And it's also time for you guys to forgive. This egg here with peace, I feel that when you guys are at peace, or when you are at peace within yourself, that's when you can start to actually birth the things that you do want. What's holding up the birthing process is the fact that, one, this energy is stagnant and stuck and it needs encouragement to come out. For two, it's the fact that there is closure that is needed. I feel that the way that you open your heart up, you have to start listening to, just listen to how your body feels, listen to your intuition, and also allow yourself to teach this other energy how to treat you, okay? I don't know why that is, but just take it as it resonates. That's what I'm picking up for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle one more time here. See what else we get. Okay. Chaos and conflict and not for you. You guys are turning your head away from some people. You're just like, you know what? No, I'm good. Like, we had this, but I'm okay. I'm better off elsewhere. And it's okay that you are. I, for whatever reason, feel like some of you guys are breaking up with who you're with, if this is a relationship. And you have to be the one to call it out. For others of you, it's as simple as you showing them how to treat you. I don't know why that's just the what's on repeat right now. But I'm going to trust it. I'm just going to have to trust that. Those who get it will get it. Oops. There we go. So it almost feels like, honestly, okay, not for you, chaos and conflict. The more that you guys are together, for some of you, it's like you guys are... What is what I'm looking for? You guys are triggers. Like, something's triggering it. Shadow work needs to be done. Okay, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. You see what I'm saying? Healing. Like, divine healing. I was saying that earlier. Like, there's something very specific about healing. But also, this could also lead to, like, illness in the body. Where it's like, I keep doing these things and it's causing turmoil. And there's like a blockage. And it's just something that needs to be... Healing needs to be jump-started. Like, this is like healing in all sorts. Healing on all levels. So what I feel for you guys is that you're going to have to jumpstart. We mentioned burdock root. Burdock root is a really good blood cleanser as well. And it helps you to dispel toxins that are in the blood. I feel that for some of you, you need to go through... You will benefit from going through a detox. That's so interesting. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. It's funny because the very things that are in your cells are the very things that you are attracting. If you have very toxic cells, chances are that you are attracting things that are toxic, that are causing disruption, that are causing illness, that are causing misfortune. All right, your Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Akasha reminds me of Akashic, right? It's Akashic. This. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. I feel like this healing that you guys are going through, you're going to end up aligning with people that are going to help you heal yourself. And I also feel like you're going to be aligning with people that can help you see like the truth in you. Like you're going to start aligning more with reflections. Like that's what Spirit is saying. But anyways, that is all that I have for you guys. I hope that this reading did make sense. I'm going to actually roll a few dice for you to see what this number is. Oh my goodness. One of the dice fell. And it landed on number 1. Funny that it did that. So the fact that it landed on 1, that lets me know that there is something that is being initiated. You are someone that is a healer, but also what I'm hearing is that you are also someone that may be also seeking healing. Okay? You have 111. Okay? You have 5. You have 55. 111. You have 2, 3. So you have 2 and 3. That makes another 5. So 5, 5, 5. That's 3 5s. Okay. So what I'm picking up from this here also is that if you look at the dice, these two are kind of close together. These two are close together. These two are iffy. These ones are kind of like, but they look like groups of 2 except for these 2. I'm seeing that there's something that needs to be encouraged to come back together. I'm seeing that what this is that there is a new foundation that is going to be laid. Also, there's something about the family dynamic here with this number 6. There is a family dynamic aspect that is definitely changing. There may have been like a family like fight that happened, or there may have been something dealing with the home space that is now being rebuilt. What I'm seeing is that there are 100% changes, but you are the one initiating it. It is through your creativity that will allow things to change. And that is what I'm seeing with this. You also actually have 2 3s, 3 here, so 33. So there's definitely something that within you that was wanting to be birthed, right? Because we do have the Empress in reverse here. There was something that did want to be birthed, but it's going to take for you to jumpstart that process, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to this message. I hope this reading resonated. If it did not, toss it out. And if it did, let me know down in the comments. I love you guys. And if you want to, you guys can follow me on Instagram over at Magic of Eden. Also, if you need anything from me, go ahead and visit me online at CassandraTurner.com. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in my next video. All right. If you chose pile number 3, here we go. Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Okay, and that is what your card is, and we're gonna go ahead and just get started. I don't know why, but I feel like someone is asking me to pull charms for this one, so I'll pull charms and dice for y'all. The abundant universe will provide. The star card was wanting to come out, and so I'm going to leave it here. There you go. That's your first card. And we have... I'm going to be shuffling your cards differently than what I'm used to. For whatever reason. And with that comes a message of do things differently. This is Aquarian vibes that are coming through here. So, this one. This one. These 3 apparently. Okay. Okay. There's something about like these 2. And then I also will pull those 2. Alright, so this is what we have. I don't know why I flipped them to do that. But I'm just gonna go with it. Star card. Okay. Oh, Wowzers. Okay. Oh, snap. Y'all have been pulling... Whoa. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an extra card here on the side. And I'm also going to be pulling... I'm going to leave that there. All right, Spirit, please speak to me about what's going on here in the cards. Sevens. This is... Whoa, you have 777 here. Have you guys been seeing 777? Let me know down in the comments. There's something very strong about 7. And there's something very strong about the number 15. So the number 6. 666 is what I'm hearing. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that one song, Victory. Songs are coming through a lot with these piles. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. Yeah, there's that one. There is a Christian song, Victory Today is Mine. Look up the lyrics to that. I don't know why that's relevant, but this looks like some type of like... It's so interesting because I'm hearing the word spiritual mastery, and it almost feels like an abrupt awakening, and it almost feels like someone is resisting. Someone is resisting something, and that's what's making the awakening a lot harder than what it needs to be. I just heard the word disruption. It's so interesting because one of my sons came to the door asking for his Nintendo charger, and he likes to ask for it ahead of time because he doesn't want it to die, because he wants to use it for longer. There's something about, like, it's so funny because it's something about, like, distractions, and, like, how for some of you guys, there is a message of you sitting and not allowing the distractions to keep you from this alignment, from this ascension. Because I feel like you guys are ascending. You guys are in the ethers. You guys are going beyond the ethers. Like, you guys are tapping into the mental. I also feel like for some of you, you guys are being bothered. Because now, I'm not saying that my son is bothering me. No, I said that because there was a gnat here that just kind of came like out of, or maybe not like a gnat, but like some type of like fly. And it kept hovering over the cars. You probably did not see it because of how far away it is from the camera, but I've seen it and I had to like swat it away. So there's so many things right now that you may feel that are keeping you away from ascending, or there's things that are keeping you away from aligning. And there's so many different things that you may feel right now that is keeping you away from this abundance. The abundant universe will provide. What this is bringing me to is that there's something about you giving space and like you creating that space so that you can ascend. And I feel like this really does feel like ascension. I feel that what's transforming for you right now are your friendships, your groups, your one-on-one partnerships. Your 7th house is probably lit up with planets, and if it's not, then there's something. You have a very strong 7th house placement. So your one-on-one and your one-on-one relationships, right? What else is coming through is you guys are spending a lot of time reflecting. You guys are reflecting on the moments where you were having to constantly like exert or push or fight to keep yourself either protected, to fight for your resources. This is so interesting because it's bringing me back to it's bringing me back to COVID, when people were buying up the meat and buying up the groceries and buying up tissue. And it was just like this illusion that, you know, they were creating in order to get people to be in a panic, right? And I'm saying that because that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It's like, it's not to say that what you're feeling or what you were going through was an illusion, but what it is to say is that there is no longer a need for you to fight for this resource, for you to feel like you have to do things that are out of your character for you to gain ahead or to get ahead, right? Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting with this. People see you, they want to work with you, you're going to be aligning, but it's going to take for whatever it is in your life that is going now to break down completely. I would not be surprised if you were in one area of life, or if this is a career if you're looking for clarity for a career, what I'm hearing is that it's going to dramatically change. How you show up to the world is changing. How people see you is changing. how you act, right? Like what you're aligning with, everything is changing. But I do think that now will be a beautiful time for you to spend in meditation, because there's something very spiritually significant about what is happening in your life right now. If you're listening to this reading, you are 100% going through an awakening. But this time, there is some type of activation that is happening. There is something within you is being activated, and it's needed, because I feel like you're going to be seen. You're a star. Like the star card is pointing me to someone that is actually a star. So you may be looking into getting into the public eye. I apologize, everyone. I ended up changing my battery. But anyways, like I was saying to y'all, for those of y'all that chose pile number, I think this is 3, yeah, pile number 3. The Six of Wands is not here. However, the Six of Wands energy is here. And I feel like if you're seeing this, chances are that I don't know why the vibe is very dreamy. It's very dreamy. It's like Showtime, but it's also very spiritual. I don't know why I want to say what role are you playing in this. Anyways, I feel like moving forward is that time to really sit and meditate and like really talk to your guides right now is needed, because there's some type of wisdom or counsel that your spirit team is wanting to give you. And I feel like the number one thing in your life that's being changed right now is who you're partnering with and the things that you're aligning with. And I feel like, I don't know why, but I'm hearing spirits say that there is a change of occupation. You guys are going through an awakening of some sort. Like, this really isn't just ascension where this, as a matter of fact, I'm hearing Kundalini. But there's something that is being activated here. There's something, spirit is asking you not to resist it. Instead of you resisting and contemplating and constantly spending your time on fighting and it's like you're fighting against something and you're trying to figure out why. Like, why is this not working? But it's like, do you not think that you're fighting too hard? Do you not think that you're working too hard? Do you not think that you are laboring too hard? Do you not think that you are, right, like you're pouring out and expelling a lot more than what you need to? I think right now what Spirit is saying is that it wants you to sit. It wants you to meditate. It wants you to rest. It wants you in REM sleep. Like, there's something about you needing REM sleep right now. You guys are exhausted. Well, not are exhausted. I don't want to call you out of your name. Some of you feel really exhausted. You feel exhausted. Or you feel the spirit of exhaustion weighing on you. And there is some sleep that is needed. You guys are probably afraid to go to sleep because of nightmares, is what I'm hearing for some of y'all. It's these nightmares. But I also feel like you guys are afraid of not having. If you were to venture off on your own, you're afraid. You feel afraid that it won't work out. And Spirit is calling that into question. Why do you keep feeling like it won't work out? Is it because you're not seeing the numbers at the moment? Is it because... Wow. As I say that, look, you have the Ten of Pentacles here. That was I'm going to leave it out because someone needs to see that. Like, the question is, why do you feel like, why are you afraid? Like, all eyes are going to be on you for like the next 20 years if Pluto's transiting your 10th house. I know that's the only thing in this reading that I relate to, is that, like, not even kidding. So I can relate to you and say that, yes, when Pluto is going to be transiting for some of y'all, your 10th house for the next freaking 20 years, all eyes on you. Like that song by Tupac, All Eyes on Me. That was my jam back in the day. My dad used to play a lot of Tupac when he was, he's not, well, he's here, like, on Earth. Like, he's alive. He's just, I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, so basically, yeah, back when I was growing up, he played a lot of Tupac. So if you know, especially if you're a 90s baby. Anyways, moving forward. So basically, Spirit is asking, like, are you afraid that you're not going to make it, or that there is lack because you're not seeing the numbers right now? Don't worry about that. You will see them later. Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting. But you need to rest. You need to take, what Spirit is saying is that it wants you to rest, because there's something that there's some type of knowledge and wisdom that can be given to you in a dream state that you would be more receptive and open to than you would in your waking life. And Spirit is like, that's the way that we're going to get you. Not that we're going to get you, but it's so funny. Spirit has like a, there's like a sense of humor with this, but it's like, the only way that we're going to get you is when you're asleep. That sounds like so creepy, but it's not meant to be creepy. It's like, listen, if you were awake, you would not get it because you would be so busy like rejecting it. It's like we can only get you in your sleep. So we need you in REM sleep, right? So that we can give you the wisdom that you need to help you. Because it's like you're saying that that there's lack, or you're saying that you feel like there isn't any abundance, that there's no room for you, or that you're not going to tap into it. But it's like we keep telling you that you are, and you keep saying that you're not. And so we have to not convince you, but we feel like we have to convince you. So in order for us not to feel that we are convincing you or impeding on your free will, we will give you the messages in your sleep. Like, that's the best way that we can get you to open up and be receptive to it, right? Otherwise, you'll fight against it. Take it as it resonates. I don't mean to be rude or harsh saying this message. I'm just saying it for what it is. Some of y'all be resisting, and that's why you don't gain, because you resist. It's like, let's not resist. But I feel that the question is, why do you resist it so much? Is it because you believe that it's not obtainable for you? It is. This is the whole dream world. The seven of cups here is a reminder that this is a dream space. Like, you can tap into any reality that you want to. You just have to not resist it. Open up your imagination, open up your intuition, open up your mind, expand outside of limitation. Limitation feels more real to you, is more real to you because that's what you've been experiencing. It's like you think, or you feel, for some of you, that everything else is off limits or it's out of reach for you because you haven't experienced it. But what if that's all just a part of the experience? You experience the lack and then you experience the gain. Like, what if that's it? Like, what if that's just simply the polar opposite? It's funny because you have the Two of Cups here, which is these two forces coming together. But with the Two of Cups, what I'm seeing is that it's deeper than just the start of a relationship or an alignment. It's one of those things where you experience this. Well, I'm going to also experience this, and I'm going to combine the two because there's wisdom to be pulled from both places. And that's the vibe that I'm getting with this. It's like you have to be willing to open up and just be like, you know what, I'm just going to experience this next. But it also takes for you getting out there. Abundance, the universe will provide that if you provide yourself. If you open yourself up and you step out, you have to be seen in order for you to be given something. Like, you know what I mean? You have to be seen in order to be given something. How are people going to give to you if they don't know you exist? You have to get out there. You have to get out there. There is a natural beauty and an essence to you that you are not seeing that other people will see, and they want to give to you solely because of that. But you got to let yourself receive it. You have to let yourself, like, whoa, Sun card here. I don't know why the word is hallelujah. Like, that's so funny, right? Exactly. 10 of Pentacles, the Sun card. You got to be seen, honey. Like, you can't be like, oh, I'm going to manifest this and I'm just going to do this. But how are you going to get it if you don't show up for the show? You have to show up for the show, you guys. I know it sounds like you're probably like, why are you laughing? Because it's funny. I'm just kidding. It's not funny. It's not funny in a way that's like demeaning. Forgive me, you guys. Like, I'm having a human experience too, but it's like so often we resist things. Right. And I feel like this is Spirit laughing. Spirit's like, listen, I love you so much. Right. Like, human experience here. You guys are having a human experience down there. Like, we get it. Right. But it's funny because you guys want these things and you don't show up for it. It's like you want to receive these, but then you push people away. You push people out. It's like the abundance comes in the form of a gift, but then the gift is being given to you by someone else. Right? It's some of you, this is so funny because some of you think you're introverted, but you're really extroverted. You just don't know who to be extroverted around. And so you wear this introversion as a mask to protect yourself, but you're truly extroverted. Like, some of you choose to be extroverted and you choose to be introverted. You have a choice. You tap into both worlds. Great. Right? Some of you are introverted, but you want to be extroverted because you feel like by you doing that, it's going to get you what you want. Just be you. Just take the mask off. The beautiful thing about this star card here, Spirit is saying, just take the mask off. Like, you don't have to appear to be this way. Just be the energy that you came here to be. Like, you are here experiencing life through a lens that you are, through the lens that you have, right? But then you open up to different perspectives. Yes, that's cute. That's cute. That's great. But what Spirit is saying is that this is a time for you to radiate your authentic frequency. What is that frequency? Just be you. There's wisdom to be put from everything, right? And I feel like that's what we often forget. So while we're constantly pushing things away, we're pushing it with the abundance that we want, right? But the abundance of what? Because if you keep saying, I want abundance. Abundance of what? Can we be more clear on what abundance is? Like, on what this abundance looks like for you? Regeneration. That means that something within you is being regenerated. It's take time to pause. Take time to reflect. Take time to sit down and think about the things that you are wanting to call in, but also, why do you want to call these things in? What is the root cause as to why? Do you really need all this? Like, Spirit is saying that you are going to end up experiencing all these things. You're going to see just how simple you like. This type of simplicity you like. You like more simplicity. And that's what Spirit is saying, that you're going to end up eventually discovering. It's like you want all these things now, but in time you will see that they really don't even matter. But you're going to experience it because you have to understand what it's like to be on that side, because that's just what you're going to experience to find what the true reality is. Like, I don't know why that's the vibe that's coming through here. Okay, what else is coming through, Spirit? Oh, what was that? Imagine. Did we mention something about the imagination, like opening up your imagination, your intuition? Yes, of course. I believe we did. There you go. Imagine. To the sea. Interesting. I love this. You have a really strong connection to the universe. You have a really strong connection to all things, to all possibilities. Gemini moon. What else? Okay, so Gemini moon, Pisces moon, Pisces sun, moon, and rising. You are so deeply connected to everything, and this includes pain and suffering. You can feel it amplified because you feel a lot, because you're water. Well, yeah, you are water. You feel things very deeply and intensely. Deep knowing is also connecting me to time for a deep dive, which is pile number 4. You also have this deep knowing here to the sea. You know, and it's so interesting because regeneration, imagine, to the sea, and deep knowing. You guys have probably been having a lot of prophetic visions and dreams. 4 plus 3 gives you 7, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, right? 4 plus 3 is 7. You have another 7 here. You have so many 7s. Your number here is 7. What number is this? I'm not seeing a number. Oh, 20. Okay. You have a lot of 7s, a lot of 3s. This is a very spiritual reading. Speaking of 3s, you have another 3 here. And this 3 is between worlds. Interestingly enough, I feel that with this between worlds, this is bringing me to, it's like you're dimension hopping between the past, the present, and the future. Spirit is asking you to focus on right now, right here, in this moment, right? Venturing off too far in the future can sometimes make you anxious, right? Because you're wanting to see these things and you're wanting to know everything because you want to know what to do. And then when you're venturing off too far into the past, you tend to focus and reflect too much onto that. And then you make that your present reality, thinking that you're only going to experience that in the future because it happened in the past. Right? We can't continuously be in between worlds. What we need to do, though, is be right here in the present and pull from the things that we once knew and the things that we once experienced, and pull from and imagine what this beautiful life would look like, right? And then we bring it into the now so that we know how to just simply be present with it all. We are the past and the future existing simultaneously. We are embodiments of the past, meaning that we have gone through things, we have grown, we have learned. We are embodiments of the future because of what we're doing right now in the present to obtain or to be in said future. It's so beautiful how interconnected we are to all things. It is so beautiful how we are walking times. Like, we are the walking embodiment of time. Look at how magical we are to be able to embody the past and the future right here simply in the present. And it's through the wisdom that we have. Sagittarius vibes coming through. Sag moons, Sag risings, right? Like Neptune and Sagittarius here. Like this is so, like you guys also, Pisces running your 12th house, Neptune's there. Strong Neptunian vibes. Imagine, right? And then to the sea, you might have been having dreams about like aquatic life or being like on a boat. You guys are dreaming about things that you guys are having prophetic dreams, meaning that you're seeing things happening out in the future that are playing out in real time. Your gifts are activating, like you're becoming more psychic. You're more than likely an empath that feels things a lot. Well, it's time for you to show that part to the world. Also, Spirit is saying is to use your natural gifts and talents to bring in that abundance. You might be someone that loves cooking. Start the cooking business when you feel like you're ready. The same story will be told over and over again if you stay there. You might be someone that was born on March 21st or March 20th. Something about Pisces, Aries energy is coming through here as well. Do you know the beauty that you bring people when you cook, when you design, when you write, when you speak? Right? There's so many things that are meant to be merged here. Go ahead and get that done. You are someone that probably gets really anxious because you feel things so deeply and intensely. Well, the reason why is because you're feeling all these things and you're not putting your gift to use. If you put the gift to use, then you won't have, so for some of you, you won't have to feel so anxious. Some of you guys, to heal these anxious feelings that you have is by implementing the gifts that you have. That is how you get through it. That is how you receive the abundance. More abundance will come to you when you step out and be the star. Like no matter what it is, your own cooking show, your own cooking business. I don't know why cooking is coming through so hard right now. It definitely could be that. If you guys hear any noise in the background, it's my sons, because my 3-year-old likes to take over things and the other kids are teaching him how not to do that. So you might hear that. Anyway, Spirit, what else is it that you want to tell us right now? Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Stop playing. You guys, look, when I said that I needed to pull those cards differently, I needed to pull those cards differently, and that was the reason why. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. The reason why your spirit guides are telling you, again, to go into REM sleep is so that you would receive the downloads and the messages that you need in order to create this new life. That is essentially what you're doing. It's going to take for you to allow yourself to receive that. That's so beautiful. I love that for you. Okay, what Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Where are you being led to? Trust your path. Oh, you guys, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You would do it anyway if you knew that you, right? And that's the reason why some of you guys are so into the future, is because you want to know that it's set in stone. Because if you know that it's set in stone, then you do the work because you have nothing to worry about. But what if that's the thrilling, exciting thing of not knowing? I'm not a thrill junkie. Maybe I am. I don't know. Right? I'm a Sag moon. So I sometimes get a thrill out of not knowing things. Right? And so I don't mean to project that onto you. But what I am saying is that if we knew that everything would be accounted for, we would just go ahead and do it. And that's the beauty of it, because you just have to know that everything is accounted for. You have to know that everything is good. You have to know that. And because you don't see it in your immediate reality, it makes you feel like it's not there. Baby, yes, it is. It exists in the dream world. That is the reason why you have the 7 of Cups here. This is a card of prophecy. It's a card of dreams. It's not just a card of options. It is, but it's not the only thing. There's an additional layer to this, meaning that you can tap into any of these timelines and pull down to the universe that timeline that you want to experience through the things that you do. And this has everything to do with you allowing yourself to venture off and to dream. Use your dreams, the power of your dreams. Lucid dreaming is here. You can lucid dream and make that a reality. When you're in a lucid dream, it means that you know that you're dreaming and you can do things. You can change, characters. You can fly. Right? How I know that I'm in a lucid dream is that I start blowing up buildings, because that's how I know. I know you're probably like, what the hell? Yes. Like when I'm in a lucid dream, the first thing I want to do is destroy that building or blow up that building, and then the building blows up. I'm like, all right, I'm dreaming. And then that's where I just kind of go from there. That's just how I know that I'm in a lucid dream. And I'm like, all right, if my dreaming, I'll look behind me to see if my body's there. My body will be there. All right, cool. This is a lucid dream. I know I got to do what I got to do now. You know what I mean? And you can use your lucid dreams in order to manifest the life that you want, truly. Whew, these readings are getting quite long. Oh, you guys, I love it. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be serious. And that's the beautiful thing about imagining things, because you don't have to take everything so seriously. And I love that. And I think that's the reason why Spirit was like, I felt okay to laugh more in this reading, because we need it. Okay? And I love that. I love that so much. I love you guys so much. If y'all need anything from me, be sure to visit me online at CassandraTurner.com. If you don't, that is fine. Also, make sure that you follow along with me or hold my hand over at Magic of Eden on Instagram. I am always honored, excited, and elated to be serving you all through the divine. If there's nothing else that I can help you with, I love y'all, and I will catch you in my next video. All right, if you chose pile number 4, this is your reading, and we are going to start off by burning some incense, because we are on a roll today, you guys. We are on a roll. We got 4 different piles here. We're chilling, we're vibing out, right? And I'm going to take these off and get started. So we have here time for a deep dive, and then we have swan here. I feel like this is giving me like loving vibes here. I forgot to roll dice for the third pile. You know, I'm gonna blame that one on my brain. Anyways, so swan spirit. The symbolism of swan. This is bringing me beauty. This is bringing. I just heard the word landscaping. Landscaping. This feels very like dreamy and very like, I'm seeing like lots of sparkles. Wow, this feels, yeah. Remember the scene in The Little Mermaid where Ariel and Prince Eric were in where they were in like the pond or like the lake and whatnot? That's the vibe that it's giving me. It's like being so deeply into one another and being so deep into like this dream-like space. But time for a deep dive. It's almost giving me like, this is so interesting. I'm seeing someone dive into like water, but what they believe to be diving into water is actually them diving into the cosmos. Them diving into a galaxy. And like, that's what I'm seeing. It's like taking a trip, diving into the stars, and like venturing off into like different worlds. This feels alternate reality like. It feels Venusian, like Venusian conjunction Neptune. Venus conjunct Neptune is the vibe I'm getting with this. It's like, wow, this is, the earth aspect of me, the realistic aspect of me is like, be careful with that. Because by you having your head so far up there, you can get lost. That's the vibe that I get. No, that's what I want to say as that aspect. But at the same time, it feels very like, it's like it catches my eye. Time for a deep dive. It's almost kind of like one of those things where there's more than what meets the eye. It's not just about what you see. It's about the unseen. You see this beautiful thing, but then there's more to it than just that. It's time to go deeper. This isn't, okay, right. So it's no longer a surface level thing. It's like, it's time to go beneath the surface. It's time to dive deeper into this because there's so much more. I want to burn some Dragon's Blood Sage really quickly here. I just feel like I want to protect the space. Divine, thank you so much for granting your love and your protection. Thank you so much for allowing us to connect to our higher minds. Thank you so much for the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us. And thank you for always showing up for us in each and every way that we need. Thank you so much, Spirit, for giving me the visions and the metaphors and the messages that I need to relate to my soul tribe. Thank you so much for always, again, hearing us and giving us the messages when you know that we need them the most. Thank you for showing up in all the ways that we need, despite us sometimes feeling like you don't show up for us in the ways that we want, because we know that you will always give us what we need, Spirit, and we thank you for that, and we love you always, and we honor you. We honor ourselves, our soul tribe, our ancestors first and foremost. We also honor our guides and all the light working energies that extend beyond our understanding. Please protect those kids as they are in there, Spirit, because we know that kids can sometimes be reckless, and we ask that you please continue to protect them as they're in there enjoying their playtime on their tablet time. And it is so. Okay, you guys, so basically we're gonna dive into this. Time for a deep dive. What are we diving into? I'm hearing seafood. All right. If you guys hear any typing or anything in the background, it's because my partner's here. So yeah, if you guys hear any of that, it's because he's here with me, because he loves me and he likes being around me, and he loves being around me when I'm in this energy because he can feel it. He's not an energy vampire. He just loves being around me. We love being around each other, and he just loves to tune into the messages. We give each other readings at times, and it's so beautiful because not very many people give me readings because they're like, Cass, like, I don't know how to read for you. And I'm just like, just do it. I don't let everybody read for me, but they try, and it's great, and I love it. Anyways, wow, interesting, because I feel like even with that, it's like, it's like, tell me your love language and I'll do it. I'm kind of getting like a hit of like romance with this reading. All right, Spirit, what do we have? I was also supposed to put charms for the lesson. You guys got to remind me. Oh my goodness. How can you guys remind me when you guys are like literally listening to it? Why do we have the Lovers listen? Oh my god, okay. I just heard like that hallelujah again. It's so funny. Oh boy. So interesting. Okay, Spirit. I'm hearing that I'm not gonna pull a lot of cards for you guys. Okay, so first of all, we have the Lovers here. And we also have the Ace of Wands. We have the Four of Swords again. Oh my goodness. You have the Ace of Cups. You have the Chariot. You have the Three of Cups. You have, we'll see. I don't know why I just thought about the Four of Wands, which is usually the card of celebration, marriage, the home space. Oh my god, you guys got the Magician. Oh, I love this for y'all. I love it. This is making me feel like really like glittery and golden. You also got the Nine of Swords that decided to pop out. I just heard let go of that. Okay, so there's someone that wants to dive into your fears with you. There's someone that wants to manifest with you. There's someone that wants to take the next leap with you. There's someone that wants to dive into life with you. There's someone that wants to travel with you. There's someone that wants to they want to be with you. Like, what I'm hearing is that Spirit is saying that there's someone that wants to be with you. There's someone that wants to merge their energy with yours. It's giving me power couple vibes. Like, they want to... Oh, I feel like with you guys, it's you're journeying and you're moving on and you're traveling and you're doing all these great things, yes. But I also feel like this is a time in your life where you are aligning with all the people and the things that are going to bring you your best years yet, or you're going to experience the best years of your life with this person or these people. I just heard the words community gathering. You two are going to end up leading the community in some way, or you're going to be joining forces in order to help the people. This feels like collective driven, and it also feels like a celebration. Like, I just heard public marriage announcement. Public marriage announcement. Like, some putting okay, this is not your traditional wedding, but this sounds like you putting your union in the newspaper to make it public so that it goes unrebutted, and then that's how you establish that. But I also heard, like, it's nothing like it's not a traditional wedding where you would get the court involved, like, after, like, going to church. No, that's not what this is. But I do see some type of, like, forces joining each other and manifesting a life together. But it takes for you two, or you three, or you 4, 10, or whatever, to, what Spirit is saying is to break the fear down. What I'm feeling with this is that this is a karmically fated type of interaction. There is something that is coming in here, and it is new love. It is a new venture. It is something that is fulfilling. It's the initial. It's like when you feel like you're in love for the first time. This may not be romantic for some of y'all. It may just simply be, okay, I'm in love with this, and therefore I will start this and I will do this. And I feel like this is the start of something new, and it is worth being celebrated. I feel like you guys are going to have new groups, new friendships. You are going to start being around people who are more loving, who get you. It's like these people just simply get you, and they want to help you, and you want to help them, and you help each other. I feel like it's time for a deep dive, right? It's time for you to venture off into something that is deeper, something that is very cosmic, something that just is a reflection, or that shows you just how deep you cosmically are. Like, this feels like you are connecting with people who are from other galaxies. They are from different parts of the universe, and you are really connecting deeply with these individuals because you yourself are also from other places. But there's something that drew you to Earth, and you all are coming here to have this, intergalactic meeting. Like, why is that the vibe? I don't know, but it is what it is. Like, this goes deeper than the mundane. Like, what people see is the beauty of it. Like, they see the outside of it. They say, oh, well, this looks nice, or you look nice, or you look otherworldly, and they just want to be around you solely because of what you look like. You are venturing off where people are seeing you for what you are truly, that goes beyond human understanding. Like, you're not here to just be an ordinary, mundane human, right? There was a song that I was listening to, and I can't remember, but me and my partner, we were playing La Russell, and there was something where he said that some are chosen and some are selected. There's a difference. And when I heard that, I was like, whoa, like, dang, like, that is really, like, it was so real. Shout out to La Russell. Like, I don't know if he'll ever listen to this, but La Russell, like, that song, I can't remember. But yes, again, he said, like, some of us are chosen, some of us are selected. There's a difference. It just fucking blew my mind, the accuracy of that. And I was like, oh my God, like, I just love I love his lyrics. His lyrics are great. Well, for the most part. And, Yeah, it's like some of y'all, you are not selected. You are chosen. Like, that is what the vibe is. And now you're around other chosen ones per se, right? But then who or what does the choosing, right? And then that is a virtue. That's well, not virtue, but that's something that you dive into, you know, either on your own time. Like, it's something that you dive into. Who or what does the choosing? Well, you do the choosing, right? You are God that chooses you, right? And some people may want to go deeper, right? You may feel, I don't know why the Anunnaki or talk of that is coming through, but maybe you feel like, there is a God or gods that chose you and you are the embodiment of those, right? Like, there's something about you diving deeper into the mysteries because not everything is what it seems. And you want to go deeper. It's time for a deep dive. It's time to go deeper and venture off into the cosmic understanding of things. And I feel like that's the vibe that I'm getting here. Apart from that, what I'm hearing is that, again, I feel like this is a stage in your life where you are starting off with a new way of being. Like, you are feeling things that are new. You are in a new stage in your relationship, a new career, a new spirituality, a new path, a new calling. Like, you are also in a space where success is, you're starting to see the success for what it is. I feel like you guys are also called to, you guys are moving out of the anxiety of it all. Like, you're moving past, or you're coming out of I don't know why, but I'm hearing like self-sabotage, but that's so cliche. But you're coming out of these negative mindsets. Like, I see that for some of you guys, you're learning how to shift your perspective into more positive ways of thinking. Like, that's the vibration that I'm picking up on. You're thinking of things from another perspective, and you're learning how to also use your power to manifest. Like, it's so funny because, like, the way that I want to read the card is like, I keep feeling like I want to zoom in and then I want to zoom out. Like, I've already zoomed out, but like, no, I already zoomed in and now I want to zoom back out again and see it for surface level, right? The surface level thing is that you are choosing, right, a new passion. It requires you to rest before you can, so that you can receive more, right? You're moving on to things that are more successful, and you're going to be surrounded by people that are going to celebrate you, right? It is a karmically fated time in your life where all the things that you set intention for are going to manifest. You are gaining more awareness, you are gaining more strength and compassion, and you are letting go of your fears. Like, that is essentially what the surface level reading would be. But then what fun would that be if you don't go deeper? Right? If you don't go into the deeper mystery. And so there's this zooming in and zooming out that you're doing. It's like peering in and peering out. I'm seeing a microscope and how someone is like looking at something on a microscopic level and they keep adjusting. And I'm hearing the word like mitochondria, and there's something about biology. Like, you're understanding things on a deeper level by paying so much more closer attention to it, because there's more than what meets the eye. With the Swan Spirit here, time for a deep dive. It's like everything that you could feel, everything that you can see, that you can feel, it has a deeper meaning behind it. Like, you're being asked by Spirit not to look at things solely for the beauty of it. It's like when you have this beautiful crystal and this is a pet peeve of mine, but I just think that it's just so disrespectful to the earth, where people, and this is debatable and it's controversial, but I'm just going to share my little 2 cents. I feel like one of the things that I don't like is when people buy crystals only because they look pretty. It's like, why are you disrespecting the earth like that? Like, to me, it comes off as a bit disrespectful because you're wanting it only because it looks pretty and you're not actually loving or appreciating the actual essence of what it is. It's like, there are people who pick flowers because they just want the aesthetic, and there are people who pick flowers because it's a gravitational match. It's a vibrational match. You appreciate, love it. You and that flower are vibing, and then it's like you're actually observing the beauty of it, but you're thinking about the deeper meaning behind the reason why you got it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not surface level, and it's like, it's these people that you choose or that you dwell with, not because of what they look like, but because of the vibration that they carry, because of the frequency, because of who they are. It's deeper than surface level. And I feel like that's the message here. It's not just about what you look like. It's about the vibration. It's about what you share. It's about how well you guys get along, the synergy, the energy. It's like when you go to a party where that people would be off put by when they're dancing and freaking on each other, but it's the energy that you feel so alive with. It's like, okay, y'all may not like this type of party. You want elegance and you want this, but sometimes like, where the hell is the fun in that? Where is the true connection in that when you have to keep being, or looking this type of way to appease to someone because of the idea that they have behind how you should be, how you should eat, how you should act, how you should exist. And it's like you don't want to be around that because it's deeper. It's time for a deep dive. You are diving deep into the mysteries of life. You are diving deep into the mysteries of everything. There's a deeper meaning behind everything. Also here, we have Thinker. The Thinker card comes up. Anyways, moving forward, you guys. Sorry about that. My 3-year-old was having a moment just now. So basically, yeah, with the Thinker card, it's like you think and you contemplate. It's like you want to be around people who make you think. Like you don't want to be around people who just, I don't know why the word is brain dead. Like you don't want to be around people who are brain dead or who come off as being brain dead. You're going to start being more around people who actually can think of things outside of just the soul. Not the soul beauty of it, but the mundane. You no longer are wanting the mundane, and I love that for you. You guys are deep diving into the mysteries of everything. You're understanding why things can be this way. Like you're understanding what true connection is. You're understanding karma. Like Sorry about that, you guys. I had to stop because my memory card was full. Ooh, this reading is so long. Anyways, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and continue with this. Yeah, but these cards here, it's so funny because we have all that glitters, right? And then Spirit, what else? Higher power, what? Okay. You guys are just, I just heard ice skating, and I just saw someone ice skating. It's like you're seeing the deeper meaning in things, and it's like you're establishing true connections too. These are true connections that you're making. These are things that, it's so funny because I'm not even really wanting to like go into like the cards. Like it feels like there's just this energy of you truly finding the value in things beyond the beauty of what they exude. And also the last card you have here is Unfinished Symphony from this deck. And I feel like the story that is to be finished, you're drawing inspiration from the deeper mysteries, and not even just the deeper mysteries going beneath the surface, but it's also going beyond the surface. It's intergalactic. This feels very cosmic. This feels like you just are just so tired of being around the mundane. Spirit is asking for you to open up to the fact that your new life and your new journey is going to come, and it's going to be filled with so much more magic. This feels very magical. It does. It feels so magical. It feels like you're just, I don't know why, but it's almost, you come from like a distant star. Like, I don't know, it could be, I don't know, insert whatever star here. I know that the ones that we hear the most of are Andromeda and Sirius and whatever else, but like you are, why is the word Nephilim coming through? That's odd. Not odd, but anyways, so that's what I feel for you guys. Like all that glitters ain't gold, but also there's more. There's something. Oh, okay. Assets. All that glitters. I feel like start collecting your silver and your gold as well, you guys. I'm gonna say that any chance that I get, that's a chance. But also, that was a chance that I took. Also, a higher power here. You are connected to something beyond human understanding. You may very well be the power that is, greater than human understanding. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that to say that you're better than anyone else. It's just to say that that's just the vibe that you give off. People just don't get it. I mean, they don't get it. You're going to be surrounded by people who get it. Like, I feel like that just is. Like, you may be a mathematician. You may be someone who has a lot of strong, and you have maybe someone that has a very strong intellect, and you need to be around people who can think on a deeper level. Your consciousness is expanding. The way that you think is expanding. Look, man, you're just fucking special. Like, it is what it is. And I don't mean to call you like a man, but it's like it just is what it is. Like, people don't get it because some people just don't want to. And some people, they just have a hard time. Accept nothing less than what you deserve, honey. If they don't get it, they don't get it. It's so terrible, but not terrible, but it's just not in alignment. It's okay. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, that's really the messages that I have to give for you guys. I mean, I'll pull dice and I'll pull, you know what? I'm going to pull dice and charms for you. Because I feel like your message was like the shortest out of all of them, I think. Pleiades. Okay. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. That's funny because we're talking about being from like different star systems and things like that. Like this feels very intergalactic and I'm here for it. You have Pleiades. Wow. You may just very well be a Pleiadian. I mean, if that's what you believe in. You know, if you believe in that, I am someone that believes in other life forms. You know, I 100% do believe that. You may have a very strong connection to other powers, you know, beyond human intelligence. It just is what it is. Also, the initiation is here. Rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You are going beyond the mundane. Your star, your people, your star tribe, you've been more than likely getting downloads from them. You've been having dreams about them. You've been seeing them out in public, right? Like, damn, this is such a good, amazing reading. Like, this is so intergalactic, like Valerian. And I don't mean, for those of you guys that have been following me for a while, you guys know that these things come up a lot. In this instance, it feels like you're making friends with people or energies that are from different star systems, like from different parts of the galaxy. Like their soul has been around the galaxy. There was something that drew both of you or all of you to Earth, and now you're meeting up again, and now it's time to go into the deeper mysteries. And I feel like the initiation is you being a part of that group or that whatever 11th house energy, right? Aquarius 11th house energy. You are someone that you just commune well with people who are different, and I love that. Okay, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. You have a very strong connection to nature, and it's through nature that you can connect with the higher power. It is through nature that you can meditate and actually divine different elements, right? Like, let's just start creating these groups where we can go out in public and then meditate together. Let's make it a thing where we meet up just to meditate. Like, can we do that? Can we make that not even a trend, but can we make that a part of a tradition? We just simply meet up to go meditate and eat some healthy food, right? And just love on each other in a very deeply cosmic way. Like, let's just be this community. Oh my God, I love this for you guys. Okay. All right, Spirit. Is there anything else that you have to give to the cards? Any other messages? Any other messages that you have to give? Okay. Let's do... Oh my God, look at this. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Here we go. Mission activated. Bam. There we are. I love that. Because the Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. This is your moment, babe. Like, let it be. This is your moment. I love it. Damn, all of that from that one card. I'm here for it. All right, let's get into some charms. If you're still here, let's go ahead and do that. I know the lighting is kind of weird right now, but okay. I had to change the lighting because the lighting was bothering me. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into some charms. And I really do enjoy charms. And we're also going to be pulling our dice. So, well, we're going to be casting our dice. All right, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from this bowl of charms, which I'm really excited about. And we're going to do it right now. Oh, lots of crystals. Oh, lots of crystals. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Look at what we have here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is there. And I believe we have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. Okay, so yes, we have that. And we also have the Flower of Life is here. We have the Flower of Life. We have lots of crystals. So this is bringing me to like... it's making me feel like if you were to like, if you can imagine this, imagine that you're in like this other, no, Pandora, from Avatar. That's coming through, like that land. It's so different and like alien. That's coming through from whatever reason. It's like the resources on this other planet are just as abundant or even more abundant than what it is on Earth. And I feel like there's like I'm getting a not a whiff, but like a sense of something that is so sparkly, and it comes from like a different planet. Also, I'm seeing something about Moldavite. Like Moldavite is coming through with this one. I feel like you may want to get your hands on some Moldavite and put it in like put it in a necklace or something like that and walk around and meditate with it. Also be very careful, because for those of you that are extra sensitive, you will awaken and open up to some energies that you did not even know exist. So be very careful, very mindful, protect yourself. Also, what I'm getting here is that this key is pointing to what looks like what is that charm? The Lovers. What? Interesting. Whoa. You guys have the Lovers here. And the key was pointing to that. It's so funny because the key was pointing to it and it's in reverse. But I feel like the fact that the Lovers is here, it's like you're choosing things and people that are so different from you. But it's just you realize like how the same you are as well. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting. It's like with the Lovers, it points to, yes, the choices, but it also points to divine connections, to twin flames, to soulmates. It points to all of that. And I feel like you guys are going to start being more surrounded by your soulmates. Also, you do have here, like I said, the Flower of Life here. So you have a really strong connection to beings of other galaxies, of like you have the strong connection to the galaxy, to the galaxies, to the stars, to the cosmos. I feel like you guys are exuding that energy and that essence as well. This goes well beyond the mundane. Also, with the crystals that you guys got, I'm seeing now that you guys got to start spending more time in meditation, and also spend more time, grounding yourself. Because your frequency is so high, you want to make sure that you're grounding yourself so that you're not too elevated to the point where you're like, like you're already like kind of like a walking trip. So meaning that you're like a walking psychedelic. It's like every time it's you just, the way that you see life, it's like you're viewing it from the perspective of you taking psychedelics, right? So what I mean is that you see reality more than what it is beyond. You see it beyond the physical. That's what I mean to say. If you can catch my drift. Okay, Spirit, what numbers do we have here? Okay, we have 6, 6, 2, 2, 66, 22. We have 5, 5, 55. We have 33. Yeah, so 22, 33, 66, 55, and then we have 1 here. Okay, so what this is making me feel is like there's an emphasis on, changing who you're around, changing your connections, and also this Ascended Master is also walking with you. The Ascended Masters that I'm picking up on are Thoth and Buddha. Those are the 2 that I'm picking up on. I'm also feeling like there's something in your heart space. You guys are going to draw in a partner that is more than likely just as intergalactic as you are. That's the partner you're drawing in. Solar energy. They may come from a solar system or a star system, or like this galaxy where they are fierce leaders, more than likely. They are fierce leaders. There's something about really strong masculine vibes. They take themselves very seriously. They are warriors at heart. That is who I'm saying you guys draw in, or that you guys are attracting, and that you're aligning with. I feel like this initiation that you guys are going through is what's going to help to transform you. You have transformed and therefore are being initiated. And the initiation process is when you will be transformed. You're joining a group. I don't know why I feel that way. When you are grounded, I feel is when you can really tap into the depth of your imagination. That's so interesting because we have a unicorn here. That's why I say that. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You have a strong, very strong connection to Amethyst and a very strong connection to wisdom. And that's the reason why you have that here. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for diving into this reading with me. If y'all need anything from me, please be sure to visit me online at CassandraTurner.com. And if you guys want to, you guys can follow along with me over at Magic of Eden on Instagram. I appreciate love all of you. Thank you again for spending time with me, and I'll catch you all in my next video.